What is up, guys? Welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween. Yes, I'm aware I have a lisp. These fangs look awesome, but they're a struggle. In this video, I'm going to be going over this vampire babe. She could be sexy, maybe creepy, a little bit of both. You be the judge. Doesn't really matter which one it is because we're going to get started right now. First, I popped in some brown contacts to go along with that whole dark beauty idea. Then I mixed my normal foundation with a white foundation to create this nice pale shade and put that all over my face and neck and chest and ears. Any skin that's going to be exposed, cover that-ish up. To highlight, I'm going straight in with that white foundation and putting it on the high points of my face. So I'm putting that on my cheekbones and my forehead, and I also put it on my nose and chin, but somehow that footage got lost. And I also put it on my collarbones. Then I am setting all of those highlighted points with an almost white pressed powder. And to set everything else, I'm just using a loose translucent powder. Now to contour, I'm using a light gray eyeshadow and putting that under my cheekbones, on my temples, on the sides and tip of my nose, above and below my collarbone, and then a little bit on my neck. Prime your eyeballs. Using the same eyeshadow I used to contour, I'm putting that on the inner corner of the eye and also blending it into the crease. Now using a black eye crayon, I'm filling in the outside half of my eyelid because this is gonna be a hella dark, hella smoky eye. And this is where things get very repetitive. I'm first packing down a black eyeshadow and then blending it out with a fluffy brush. And then I'm switching to the gray eyeshadow to help further blend it. And then because the black gets faded a bit, I'm going back in and packing more black on, blending it out, adding more gray. Keep doing that until it's nice and smoky. Once all of that has been thoroughly blended, I decided I didn't like the gray on the inner half of the eye, so I switched it to a metallic-y purple. For the lower lash line, I'm using the same colors as the top, so I'm first blending out that light gray the furthest, then I'm adding some purple, then lastly I'm adding some black, keeping it the closest to the lash line. Then I'm adding a cat eye, actually managing the stain frame this time. Go me. Then I am filling in my waterline with black eyeliner. Then I am curling my lashes, adding some mascara, then popping on some big spiky lashes. For the eyebrows, I am filling them in with black eyeshadow to match my wig, and I am also making them a little bit thicker than I normally do. Then I decided I wanted to amp the contour up a little bit. To do that, I am using this purpley brown and putting that all over the same areas that I contoured earlier. Then taking some red and blue cream paints on a very tiny small brush, I'm using those to create veins under the eyes. And one way to make them look more realistic is to take whatever foundation is left over on your beauty blender and just tap that over the top of it. It'll make it look like it's under your skin rather than sitting on top of it. Next, I'm applying some lipstick. This one's more of a darker brown pink sort of tone. I wanted to keep it light enough that you could clearly see the blood, but if you want, you could totally go with a dark burgundy or even black. Black would look so hot. But this one turned out to not be as dark as I was hoping it'd be, so I went in with some dark burgundy to help balance everything out. Pop in some fangs. Now taking Stage Blood from Nye, I'm using a stipple sponge to put that around my mouth. Obviously you don't have to use this specific brand, but whatever you do, make sure it is mouth safe. My fave. Just to add some texture to the mix, I added some Fresh Scab around the mouth. Obviously I added more blood after I turned off the camera, as you saw in the intro, but this is a good start. The last thing I'm doing is putting some of that Stage Blood in my mouth and swishing it around to make it look like I just had a nice little snack. That is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to, feel free to subscribe to see the rest of these 31 Days of Halloween. I will see you guys tomorrow where I will not be having a lisp. Bye!